many games as Everton. I've been at an awful lot of league games and other types of games as well.
The weekly 1-hour GAA dedicated magazine programme, Square Ball.
Yeah, I don't think we need any motivation, and I don't need the players do, to be honest with you. They're representing Cork and they're expected to be up there and they're expected to deliver, and so am I.
Square Ball, Tuesday evenings from 6 till 7 p.m, right here on 93.1 Life FM. Sporting Life, the most up-to-date info and analysis of GAA, soccer, rugby and Eric Goulding, boy.
Today in studio, I'm joined by Eric Goulding.
Eric Goulding.
Eric Goulding. Eric Goulding. I'm Eric Goulding.
Everything happening in the sporting world for Cork and beyond. Yeah, it was brilliant.
And how long would the fresh guys, how long would it be every round they'd come in? Every 3 rounds. Yeah. And would you do the full 3-minute rounds?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's so. I'm actually exhausted listening to you talking about it. Yeah. Never mind having to go through that. The mental side of it, Gary. You always talk about the mental side of it.
Yeah.
Where does your mental side come from?
I'm very mentally strong because of all the things I've been through in my life as well. And that's made me very mentally strong in boxing. Wouldn't compare to other problems and nothing more compared to it. So it gives you mental strength. Beyond anything else.
Do you employ a sports psychologist? And as you're involved, with Collins, we remember Steve Collins using Tony Quinn back in the fights against Chris Eubank. Many people felt that he was hypnotised going into those fights.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about that there now. Tony Quinn actually signed a 4-fight deal with Steve Collins, and he only actually used him for 1 fight. He got a different guy called Alan Harry, who was better than Tony Quinn, and I use him as well. And he does hypnotise me as well, and it's amazing stuff. It's unbelievably powerful, unbelievable.
But I think as well, even the hypnotic side of things, not only does it work with him obviously putting thoughts in your head, but it makes you relax, makes your body relax. And if you're a boxer, that's something you need to do as well, isn't it?
Definitely. I'm always very relaxed. All the doctors, I've had 15 fights, and each doctor I've had several different ones. In Ireland there's one guy, he uses a lot of them, but they've all commented on how relaxed and how calm I am. Just very calm, first belief.
Well, that's a scary thing, isn't it? It's kind of like the calm before the storm, I suppose, to a certain extent. Frank Warren coming on board, Gary, is obviously massive because everybody knows, a lot of the fights don't take place unless Frank Warren says so. He's one of the big promoters. What's he bringing to
you? Opportunities. He's the Manchester United of boxing, and if anyone can do things for you, it's him. And he's good. He's very nice to me and everything. So far so good. And he's good.
How have the family reacted? How's it been for them? And
very emotional, I'd say. That my brothers, they were like this. They're tough guys, but they were all in tears. And my mother particularly, and quite a few of my friends as well. And I've heard stories. Loads of my friends are crying, and it was just brilliant, like a dream come true, and for everybody really, because it's been a long journey. And there was times when I thought I mightn't fight again. I was out for 11 months at one stage, and as Pascal, my trainer, said to me, a lesser guy would have just packed it in and went back and got a job or something.
And Gary, it's all, at the moment, you're sitting on the back of a huge victory, the biggest victory of your career. It's exciting times, but professional boxing, as we know, is a tough business, and I suppose that came home to many people in Ireland when, Darren Sutherland, unfortunately, his demise and losing his life. But do you think, it can be a very ruthless game, boxing, the world of professional boxing?
Definitely, it's very ruthless, yeah, without doubt. It is a ruthless game. It's a tough game, and I knew Darren actually sparred with him. Nice guy. Tragic that was, terrible. Really sad for the family and everyone around, for everyone in Ireland, really, especially. It's terrible, just tragic. But yeah, it is definitely a ruthless and tough sport, yeah, without doubt. It's important to have a good family around, which I believe I do have, and they can help you after the sport is finished, and I think it'd be good to have a plan for after boxing as well, boxing and everything, sport is everything, it's important, but think ahead, and have plans for the future after,
Well,
brilliant.
The only thing I can say is soccer's last is boxing's gain. Gary, thanks a million for coming in and talking to us, and we can't wish you nothing but the best of success in the rest of your boxing career.
Appreciate it. Thanks very much, lads. Thanks.
Cheers, Gary.
Yes, indeed, Gary Spike O'Sullivan speaking to us live on 93.1 Life FM. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, hopefully on the line, we'll be talking to Pat Healy.
Sporting Life, the most up-to-date info and analysis of GAA, soccer, rugby and
Alright, Goulding, boy.
Today in studio, I'm joined by Eric Goulding.
Eric Goulding.
Eric Goulding. Eric Goulding. I'm Eric Goulding.
everything happening in the sporting world for Cork and beyond.
Yeah.